To other news now, Elon Musk's telecommunications provider Starlink could be worked into the national broadband network to provide mobile coverage in remote black spots. Well, joining me live now is technology commentator and EFTM.com editor Trevor Long. Trevor, hello to you. Thanks so much for joining us on the program. Now, the use of Starlink, this is one of several options on the table that hasn't been ruled out. Is it the best option, do you think?
Look, I think incorporating Starlink into the NBN has some benefit for those people using NBN satellite services, because right now, and you've got to remember, it's more than a decade since they started designing this internet network. We do have satellites above Australia specifically for internet, but it's slow compared to Elon Musk's Starlink. It's old, and those satellites at some point will need replacing. So we're probably better off as a nation not building new satellites, but relying on a commercial venture like Starlink. Amazon also has these systems. I see them being integrated potentially into the NBN as a wholesale internet service, but when it comes to mobile coverage, we are at the precipice of a complete change in the way that mobile coverage works in regional Australia, with Optus, Telstra and no doubt TPG, Vodafone, looking to utilise satellites to provide mobile phone coverage in any area of Australia where you can see the sky. That will be a game changer, but I see that as being a private commercial venture for the big three telcos, not an NBN thing.
Okay. Do you think Australia's growing reliance on Elon Musk's Starlink for, say, telecommunications will pose a risk to the national interest?
Honestly, it's a funny thing. I look at this and I go, I trust Elon Musk as much as I trust China, possibly less. And so if we as a nation put all of our eggs in that basket and say, well, Elon Musk is an operator of this amazing, brilliant Starlink network, but what if he makes a decision that says, look, costs are going up by double? What if he says, no, let's halve the bandwidth? He can make, and we've seen him make, arbitrary decisions about his businesses, and that could affect Australians. So I don't think it's great for us as a nation to rely on that. I am excited and buoyed by the fact that there are others doing this, as I mentioned, Amazon through their Kuiper network, and there are other low Earth orbit satellite networks being built, but they have a competitive disadvantage in that Elon's got the rockets and the satellites. So it is in Elon's favour at this point, and I personally think the government should be careful about relying on Elon Musk for communications in Australia.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about the NBN upgrade? What will that mean for rural and regional homes and businesses?
Yeah, this is the kind of the final piece of the puzzle for a lot of Australia, rural included, where we use the old copper telephone line still for NBN. Those homes are now, I think 95% of them will now be able to opt in to get the fastest fibre connection. Now, it's critical. We're not giving everyone fibre connections. We're just saying if you want it, it's available. And that's the way it should be, because, you know, my mum doesn't need fibre. She's happy with the copper. But other people would be absolutely desperate for this. So I think it's an important thing for the NBN to stay competitive, that they have the fibre option to more people, more homes, and this funding allows for that.
Okay, Trevor Long, appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us on the program this afternoon.
Pleasure.